We are graced in studio by a globe-trotting flautist. His name is Wouter Kelleman. He's here to speak to us about his music, his awards, and new projects that he's working on. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to be here.
Thank you. I would like to know more about you. Tell us about yourself and how did you grow up in terms of music? Did you grow up playing the flute or you learned it along the way?
Well, yes, my parents took me to a symphony concert when I was 10 years old, and they said I could choose an instrument, and I loved the idea of the flute from the beginning because I liked the idea of using my breath to express myself, like in speaking or singing. And when I started playing the flute, I completely fell in love with it immediately and played. I've been playing since then every day, just about every day. But when I finished school, I wanted to go and study music, but I didn't have money to go study. But I could get an Anglo-American bursary. They offered me a bursary to study engineering. And you know, music and maths go together, so my talents are music and maths. So engineering was also in my, I enjoyed mathematics and engineering as well. So I decided, well, that's better than not studying. So I went to study, still enjoyed it. But then my plan was after the studies, I would go back to music. But I had kids young, and then every time I switched to music, I would run out of money within a few months. Yeah, and kids were expensive, and so it took me. I waited about 18 years until my son left school. Every 3 years I would try, fail, and go back to engineering, and then finally, in 2006, I finally made this conversion successfully. But during all that time, I played music very seriously. But then in 2005, 2006, I started writing my own music and brought out my first album in 2007. And just absolutely loving the music world. And then it's been a roller coaster ride since then. I've worked myself to death, but loving every moment. And since then, it's been actually a relatively short time, but it's gone really well. I'm really grateful.
Wow. So how many albums have you released so far?
Well, I think it's the 7th one now, the one that I've just released. So basically once every 2 years I release an album, but I work really, really hard. I don't go into the studio for a day and put the album out. I actually work for 2 years on an album, and I'm very obsessive about the quality. I drive everybody crazy around me, and then after 2 years of work, I eventually release an album. But then I'm usually very proud of it, and that's what I'm all about.
You also worked with the famous Ndlovu Youth Choir, and I saw them on America's Got Talent. Tell us more about them.
Yes, that's actually such a lovely, beautiful story because towards the end of last year, a Nigerian artist asked us to collaborate with him, and he was also looking for a choir. And so Tulsi Pillay, my manager, went out looking for a choir and found the Ndlovu Youth Choir. And they're from Mutsi in Limpopo. And
really?
Yes, they are.
My home province.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
And they... when we heard them, we were so impressed with their enthusiasm, their sound, their dedication, and just their spirit, that we thought, let's do a song with them and let's get them some international exposure.
Okay.
So we decided to do Ed Sheeran's song Shape of You, but a Zulu version of it. It's a very unique, fresh version of that song. And we shot a video of it at the Cradle of Humankind.
Okay.
And this video, I put it on my YouTube channel, and it went viral. It went completely viral with tens of millions of views over YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. And
actually, it's got 4 million views.
Yes, on YouTube.
On YouTube.
That's right. And actually, an interesting thing is that the Rwandan there's a Facebook site from Rwanda that somehow got hold of the video. They put it on their Facebook page, and just that version got, I think, more than 8 million views. So it just went everywhere. And then America's Got Talent got wind of this and then scouted them to come enter America's Got Talent.
So that's how they ended up at
That's how they
America's
ended
Got
up
Talent.
there.
Yes, I'm watching that show.
Yeah. So they, I mean, that's just incredible. So they went through the first round, second round. Now, last week, they went through the semi-finals. So they're in the finals now of America's Got Talent. So from Mutse Limpopo, they've,
Big up.
yeah,
Big up.
it is just such a beautiful story, and I'm
thank
so happy
you.
to be part of that, you know, to have helped them in a little way.
Unfortunately, we've run out of time. Would have loved to squeeze more of you, Wouter Kelleman. Thank you so much for coming through to the studio. Wish you all the best in your new projects and all the best with Ndlovu Youth Choir.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
You too.
Wouter.